Hi beautiful. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 exercises you can start doing today to relieve the symptoms of iliotibial band syndrome. So get your roller and I'll meet you on the mat. We're going to start with the infamous iliotibial band roll. So you're going to start on your roller right at where your front pocket would be in your pants, at the greater trochanter. And you're just gonna gently roll forward on it, and you're gonna feel the tight spot, most likely in the front side of your hip by the tensor fascia. And you just wanna roll back and forth on that a few times to let it release a little bit before you start to roll down the thigh. Now, this is important. When we are rolling on our thigh, we are actually not rolling on the iliotibial band itself. The iliotibial band is connective tissue. It's where our hamstrings and quads attach at the side of the thigh, and we want it to be tight. We want it to hold those muscles in place. So when you're rolling, you're actually gonna roll where the quads attach to the IT band, not on the band itself. So you're going to slightly come forward towards the front of your hip. So you're on a slight diagonal. You're not actually directly on your side. And then once you've found that spot where you're just on that slight diagonal, then you're gonna start to slowly roll. So like I said, you're not rolling right on the side of your thigh. You're rolling on your quads, where the quad attaches to the IT band. Nice and slow. It's going to be uncomfortable, maybe tender. It may make you wanna cuss a little bit. And when you feel a tight spot, you want to slowly roll more towards the center of your quad muscle, some more on top of it. And you're going to feel like you're kind of going over bumps in the road. And that's normal. That's just the tight muscle. And then you roll back to that slight diagonal, right? Remember, don't roll directly on the side of your thigh. And then you're gonna continue to roll down toward the knee until you feel the next tight spot. And then again, you're gonna slowly put more weight on the front part of your quad, feeling like you're going over speed bumps. All of that is normal. It's gonna feel tender. It's not gonna feel very comfortable. Make sure that you're breathing through it. Make sure you don't come directly onto the side of your thigh. And then again, slowly rolling toward the knee till you feel the next tight spot. Always breathing. When you feel that next tight spot, again, rolling forward onto the front of your quad. Notice how I use my exhale when I'm rolling over those tight spots. Breathing always helps. Oh, I'm finding that tight spot. Do you feel the tight spot? And you want to just continue that. Notice how slow I'm rolling, right? Continue that until you get all the way to the top of the knee. Of course, you don't want to roll on the knee itself. Just to the top of it. So I'm almost there, not quite. So hopefully you're not rolling too fast, right? You shouldn't be at the knee yet. Feeling those speed bumps as you put more weight on the front part of the quad. And then once you've finished and you have gotten down to the top of the knee, then you're gonna go ahead and switch sides. All right, so we're on our second side. Again, starting in the front pocket at the greater trochanter, and then gently rocking back and forth a little bit. We wanna loosen up the hip tensor fascia area before we start rolling down the quad. And then remember, you want to go on a slight front diagonal. We don't want to roll right on the iliotibial band. So on that slight front diagonal, we're going to slowly start to roll. And when you feel a tight spot, you're gonna roll forward, putting more weight on the front of the quad. You may feel that little speed bump and then come back to that slight front diagonal and then continue to roll down toward the knee, making sure you are not rolling directly on the side of your thigh, right? Remember, we don't want to roll right on the iliotibial band. We're actually rolling where the quad attaches to the iliotibial band. Oh, I feel a tight spot. Have you felt a tight spot yet? So when you feel that tight spot, slowly roll forward, putting more weight on the quad, breathing through it. Feeling that little speed bump, that's just a tight muscle. Come back to that slight front diagonal and then slowly continue to roll down toward the knee until you feel your next tight spot. Always breathing through it. Notice how slow I'm rolling. You want to get nice and deep into the muscle and give time for the fascia to release. The fascia is the tissue that surrounds our muscles, and when it's tight and constricted, it affects the function of our muscles. So you want to make sure that you move nice and slow, giving time for the fascia to release. Oh, I just went over a big speed bump. Always breathing. You may notice that one side feels tighter than the other. That's totally normal. Just make sure that you spend enough time on the tighter side. Making sure that you're not rolling directly on the side of your thigh. Make sure you don't roll on your knee either, just to the top of the knee, and then you're done. So after you've released where the quads attach to the IT band, then you're ready to do some stretching. So to relieve symptoms of IT band syndrome, we want to release our hips, our outer thighs, and our glutes, and we want to start to strengthen those areas and also work on posture. So this stretch, the seated spine twist, is going to address those things. So we're going to sit with our legs crossed, nice tall spine, and then we're gonna rotate, press our forearm into the outer thigh to increase the outer thigh stretch, obviously lengthening through the spine for the posture, right? And finding the stability of our pelvis, feeling really anchored through the pelvis. And if this feels too intense, you can always straighten out the bottom leg, and that's fine. So either position is good. You want to feel the stretch in the outer thigh. You want to be working on your posture, nice and tall, reaching through the crown of the head, and really anchor through your sit bones. And then add a nice little rotation, and then breathe into the stretch. And with each exhale, you want to feel like you're trying to increase your rotation just a little bit more and increase the stretch of the outer thigh a little bit more. Are you feeling the stretch? Are you increasing the stretch with each exhale? Are you staying long in your spine? After your last exhale, let's go ahead and switch sides. All right, we're on our second side, anchoring through our sit bones, nice and tall through the spine, reaching through the crown of the head. using the breath. Exhale, try to deepen into the stretch. Feel the abdominals engaged, feel long in the waist, reaching through the crown of the head. Trying not to fall back on the sit bones, right? Trying to stay right up over them. Remember, you can always straighten out this leg for more ease. Trying to be very attentive and active in your stretch. Working the stability of the pelvis by anchoring through the sit bones, working your core and posture, stretching out that outer thigh, stretching out the hips. You feeling it? Nicely done. After your last exhale, let's move on to the last stretch. The last stretch we're going to do today is some call shoelace stretch. So we're going to be sitting cross-legged, so to speak, one knee over the other, trying to get as seated on your sit bones as you can. And then if you want more stretch, you're gonna go ahead and lean forward, let your neck release, and then just breathe into the stretch. You're gonna feel this stretch in the back of the hip. You may feel it in the hip flexors as well. Use your breath to deepen into the stretch. Try to release your neck muscles. Gently letting your body weight increase the stretch. Are you feeling that stretch? I'm feeling it. Use your breath to give yourself permission to release into it as much as possible. Oh, really letting yourself feel that stretch in the back of the hip. Then after your last exhale, let's go ahead and switch sides. Here we go, second side. It may be that one side is tighter than the other. That's perfectly normal. Just make sure that you spend enough time on the tighter side to get the result and benefit of the stretch. Try to let your neck release. Try to let your body weight increase the stretch. Really use your breath. Notice any tension you may be holding in other parts of your body. Just see if you can give yourself permission to let that tension go with your exhale. Try to just breathe through the uncomfortableness of it. Try to keep your neck relaxed. Try to let your body weight increase the stretch. Are you feeling it? I'm feeling it. Then after your last exhale, go ahead, come up and release from the stretch. For more exercises to help you relieve hip pain, check out the playlist link in the copy of this post. ITB syndrome is complex. You want to start by releasing the tight muscles so that you can increase your mobility and improve your posture. Then you can start strengthening your glutes, your outer thighs, and your core. These exercises should help you feel better. So pay attention to how your body is responding. It's possible that not all of these exercises will be right for you, and that's fine. For best results, you want to try to do these exercises every day. Remember to stretch longer for your tighter side. If you feel any numbing, burning, tingling sensations, or any acute pain, you want to stop and rest. All right, I think that's everything. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and please leave a comment below letting me know what videos you'd like to see on this channel. I look forward to being with you in the next video. Bye for now.